Hey guys, welcome to your second, first, in this lesson. Um, it's just going to be a basic introduction. We're just going to go through the basics of Java and how to program it. So, let's get started. Alright, well, now that you have JCreator, we're going to open up JCreator, and we're going to create our first program. You're going to do this by going to File, New, Project. You'll come up with a list of various different projects, and you have the Java application applets, which are run in web browsers, and empty project and basic JFC application. So we're going to do a basic Java application. Click Next. Desktop is where you want to save it. I mean, you can save it in any place, but the desktop. And don't worry about these. This is where your code will be put into various files, your source code. And just worry about where you want your folder to be. This folder will contain all your source code information. And we're going to call it Hello World. And we can just click Finish because we don't need to add other things to it. And we'll come up with this screen. And basically, JCreator does all this for you when you define what you want and as an application. But for learning purposes, I just want to explain exactly what everything means. We start with public class hello world, and basically everything you define has to be inside some sort of class, and this class is public, so it can be accessed by basically anything can access this. And we need a main method inside this class. And it's public static void main. And I'm going to talk about this later, but you just need to know that you need to have this main method to run it. Now, this main method is going to be the first thing that this program is going to run when it executes. So, what we want to happen is going to be anything inside this main method. And as you can see, JCreator comes up with this default application, which already does everything for us, but we have this system.out print line. And what this does is this is going to system.out print. It's going to print it into your command output, whatever that may be, and it's going to print whatever string you have here, and you have to have that letters inside quotations, and if you don't, you'll get an error because it's going to think that as some sort of value. So a string is basically a bunch of characters in quotations, and you're going to need to put them in quotations so that it can properly output that into the screen. So we can go and run project, which I don't know if you can see, it's up here, and it's going to show us our build output, which there's no errors, and it's going to say hello world, which is what we wanted to system.out print to the screen using the system.out print function. Okay, so here I just want to explain something in some sort of metaphorical way. When we look at a class, our hello world class, we can think of it as some sort of like to-do list. So you have your to-do list, and you have various things that you want to get done. So these things that you want to get done are what we're going to call the methods. That is what your program wants to execute. and everything has to be defined inside this list. It might not make sense right now, but it will soon enough, and that's really that's really what happens. All right, so that's really just a simple basic explanation. We're going to go into it deeper in the next lesson, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and look for the next lesson.